So yeah, let's hit it. What questions you got for me? Let's start there.
I guess what's the format of your podcast and what are you trying to achieve with it and having these interviews?
Sure. Well, I guess I'll start with my vision. Is that fair?
Yes.
All right. So my number one vision is to bridge the economic gap between North America, South America, and the rest of the world.
Ooh, that's a big vision. I like that.
It's a big vision.
You gotta think big.
Vision Pros Live. This is the stage to help everybody step into their vision. It's a starter stage.
It's hard. People don't know how to.
And most people, they've been told to hide their vision. They've been told their vision's dumb or that they've got to stop dreaming or whatever else.
Yeah.
So this is a place to help people feel that power and connection and connect to people who will support them and help them realize it. We try to do a really good job of separating the pretenders from the contenders, though, right?
You can feel them. You feel them.
Right. Yeah, they usually have like sunglasses on that they can't afford. It's like, there's some ways. There's some ways for people to get through that, but we're also trying not to burn people like that. It's like there's enough burn victims in the world. And there's enough people who act like they're not adults, but if we can help some of those individuals realize that, look, it's not your fault you followed Grant Cardone, but it's time to be an adult.
I love you said that. I have a story for that.
Yeah, you got it. So it's and I used to be a lot like Grant Cardone. I learned the hard way.
I was trying to follow him too. Yeah.
I would tell people what to do. I was controlling and manipulative in my words, and I realized I was like, man, I'm ruining my best relationships.
Wow, because I see the transformation how you are now, the calmness,
the invitation.
I'm getting there, but I feel that from you.
Thank you. It's a process, right? Single father of 4, that helps with the calmness too. You learn things. So that's so I know I didn't answer the full question, the direct question, but the indirect question of what we're up to. And I think helps you realize too that we the structure of the process, it evolves and it changes. We optimize as we go. So as we optimize it, we I thought you were beatboxing for a minute. I was like, oh, I got it.
I try to get in the habit of covering it after cough. It happens quite often.
I get you. You. That's good. So, yep. So structure is constantly optimizing and improving and learning and doing new things. So
I love that. Yeah, I'm on that same journey right now, but I'm taking it from a kind of a different approach because I am in the cybersecurity field.
Yeah.
I'm starting there because that field has been so many technical people. They're so smart, so brilliant, but they've forgotten the people that they're talking to and working with in these companies are human beings. They forget the human aspect of all that tech. All that tech doesn't matter. That you can connect with them, change their behaviors in a humane way, and really help guide them in how to help protect the companies that want to protect them through that humanistic approach.
Dude, that's
you've forgotten about that. It's gone.
Yeah.
But I've seen other companies trying to do this same thing that I've actually had on my podcast, and it's phenomenal. It's not hard. It's just taking a step back, and just remember that you're human, they're human. Let's be human. Now, do you do it all the time? Hell no, because I'm human.
Right, exactly.
Angry. I get emotional. I get upset. I get frustrated like everyone else.
Yeah.
But it's learning from those frustrations. So, next time you'll be a little less frustrated, a little less angry, a little less upset. And people forget that it's all a process. And that's kind of the thing I'm trying to help educate throughout my business and in the cybersecurity field. I love technology.
That's amazing, man. That's they call that in marketing your unfair advantage.
Someone told me that recently. I didn't quite really understand that, but I'm learning more about that now.
So there's the unique selling proposition, which is like what makes it like unique to buy from you. And that's something else to explore. But I think you have an unfair advantage with the fact that you're focusing on the human aspect because, again, nobody's really doing it. And so if the HR department, and especially if you're talking to companies that are some of the top performing companies in the world from a culture standpoint, it's like they're gonna dig what you. They're the fewer and far between ones, but they're gonna dig what it is you're putting down. They're gonna be like, finally, an IT guy who gets it. Oh, right.
right?
That's
But I've been on that journey. 'Cause I've been that guy also on the other side
yeah.
that yelled, frustrated, didn't know how to use his words, didn't know how to communicate, didn't know how to understand how to talk to people. So I get that.
Oof. That's
Yeah.
okay. So I was wrong. That's your unfair advantage. I was actually wrong. Your unique selling proposition is that you're tying the humanity back to cybersecurity. That's the unique selling proposition. Your unfair advantage is that you know what it's like to be on both sides of that coin. And not many
Yeah.
people are able to correlate with both. So, dude,
Or
that's
able to
cool,
put
dude.
it or able to put it into words to articulate it into a skill or understanding that people actually listen and try and understand it.
Nailed it,
You
man.
know?
That's so cool. And you got the podcast. So you're
Yeah.
stacking your unfair advantages.
Trying everything here. Whatever hopefully it'll change lives and help people. That's
Yeah.
what I'm hoping to improve other people's because a lot of us in technology, we are treated like office furniture. Like
Mhm.
help me do this, help me do that. I'm like, why don't you talk to me like a human being and I'll help you even more. I'll go even further. You know?
Exactly. Thank you for that too, man.
Yeah.
We got a big campaign coming out built around transactional versus transformational cultures.
Ooh.
That's gonna be so dope. And we're gonna have two quizzes associated with it. One for leaders, right? But one for team members, one for employees that says, rate your culture. Are you in a toxic, or a culture that you love? And I can't remember exactly what the wording was, but then they're going to be able to rate their culture, and that quiz is going to set them up to either realize I'm in a great culture, which is rare, or they're going to realize they're in a really bad culture, and then it's going to empower them with two packets. One is,
I like
do you
that.
want to roast your culture publicly and leave? The other one is, do you want to be the champion for cause and change? And they get to choose. It's their choice. But just like T-Mobile did the breakup letters a few years ago,
I
uh,
remember that, yes.
yeah, we've designed the same thing for people who are stuck in a transactional culture where they're being treated, like you said, dang, that's powerful, man, like office furniture.
Yeah.
Dang,
We all are those ones that want to bring things to light before we realize how to change them.
huge. Justin, we got so much we can talk about. All right, what are the questions you got for me?
I
Anything
don't
about
think I
distribution? Anything about uh, how to get this out there further? Audience size?
not particularly because I understand I guess the process of how the podcasts usually work, but let me see what can I come up with.
I don't.
Let me put on the spot here. You
I
record
don't.
something and things happen. Voila.
That's what most do. And that's why they fail.
It's called hopium. It's a hell of a drug.
Hopium.
A hell of a drug, my man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, not
Too
none
many
of
people are high on that. I myself have been too. I understand.
that. That's great.
But
Oh,
yes, I guess. Well, not really because I'm actually in a thing called Next Level University right now,
yeah,
learning
I know
about
those
more
guys.
pocket. Yeah, they're amazing. They have
Good.
that calmness too, and they're just really trying to help people and drive that change and impact.
We
I
didn't hit it off.
love that. Huh?
We didn't hit it off.
What happened? You can tell me. It's okay.
No, yeah, we're good. We had a couple. I had a couple conversations with them, and we agreed to go separate directions. They agreed to go separate direction. They
Aw.
canceled, which is totally fine. But I had some really important feedback for them, and they didn't see it as
That's
they saw it.
unfortunate.
They saw it as important, but they didn't want to. They wanted to disengage after receiving the feedback, which is cool.
That's how it is in my field a lot, where I've learned you can only give feedback if they're willing to listen and learn from it, and not
Right.
everyone's going to care.
But you can
Unfortunately,
only get on my stage if you're being authentic.
true.
And so they couldn't get on my stage
That makes
because there
sense.
was too many things going on with the brand that weren't authentic or real. So,
And we all connect with so many different people in so many different ways.
mhm.
We can't like everyone, unfortunately. I've been learning that.
Yeah.
Not
Well, I just
everyone.
have an audience to protect. They
Yeah,
gotta be able to go where the hope is going to be sound, like based on a sound structure that can scale. So
I like this
I'm glad
feedback
to
you're
help
getting
people.
from you. I'm really learning about how other people run their podcasts and you're protecting your audience. This is all new information to me. 'Cause I've
Hmm.
been just doing podcasts, but now I'm starting to learn the nuances and all the other stuff that come with it. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
learned that unless I started doing it too. Or if I had this if I didn't have this conversation, you know, it's
Yeah.
very vital information. Can I get a copy of
For sure.
this?
Absolutely. Well, I hope we just release the whole thing as an episode. I think this would be a baller episode.
Yeah, even just this would be amazing. I like having this normal conversations with people.
Yeah. Your trusted IT educator and growth partner, helping healthcare clinics grow and stay compliant as well. So nice. And you're in the healthcare space. So, tell me about the evolution of the brand a little bit, Justin.
Yeah, so this actually, so before this started, I was actually having a reactive IT company, like a break fix. When something would
Mm,
break, I'd go out there, react to it, fix it for them, and they'd get on with their day. But when I had my accident in 2023, my overdose, died, fell down the stairs, got my brain bleed, ended up in the hospital. Like my heart stopped and everything. I had a voice speak to me and say that my purpose is not over. That I have more to live for. To actually help other people find their purpose. My life is not done. So those 6 months to a year of healing and transforming is why I came up with this company, because not only to transform my life and others, but I love technology. I love cybersecurity. I love help protecting people in ways I can. And with this company, I felt I could do that and build this brand out of that and make it very human centric, like humans helping other humans. I didn't know which way this was going to go, how it was going to work, and each day I'm learning other ways of how to really put it together. How do we get my message out? Like I talked to Jennifer, and she brought up to me something that's been on my mind that I was like, whatever. But she brought up saying that my brand was not aligned with my LinkedIn and everything. It had two different messages. Like I felt that, and I'm glad she told me that. So I had to go on. I really took an hour and a half of time to update my about me to really get on brand, to be more humanistic. Not so much as like business looking. So it's a work in progress, but yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. And I meant to be sharing your podcast while you're talking about that. Let me do that. The Multiverse Leadership Podcast.
Yes.
Tell me about the podcast.
Yeah, so actually, I came up with the name of this actually from watching a lot of comics, DC, Flash, Supergirl, all that stuff, the multiverse, because leadership and people are multidimensional. We have
Mhm.
different sides to us at different times of the day around different people, and how you lead people is actually that same way. So that's why I came up with this. And I wanted to learn more about leadership, more how to lead myself and others. So I'm like, I need to have conversations, get in the rooms with those people that can help teach me. I can help learn from them. And that process, other people are learning from those conversations too. Because kind of part of my journey, having these conversations, I'm learning through all this. I don't know a lot of these things. I'm trying to learn it throughout this journey. Putting my business online, the podcast, just saying, hey, I just started my business. I'm trying to figure everything out. This is my journey. I haven't gotten to the end of it. And I don't want to really get to the end of it. I'm enjoying the part with building skills inside of me from all the
Yeah,
stuff I'm learning from people, the conversations I'm having. Like everyone has an amazing story to tell, and they need to get out there. They need to be told, because as human beings, we connect with the stories we tell and just seeing people, not just on some audio podcast. Those kind of annoy me. I
dude.
did one of those. I felt so weird talking to a black screen. I'm like, this is so depressing. I had to answer questions. I'm like, this is dehumanizing me in my head the whole time. I'm like, I'm not gonna sleep after this.
I love it, dude.
So
You're so awesome. You bring so
yeah.
wow. You
Oh
you
yeah.
your vision, your clarity is so far ahead. It really is, and it's so cool how you received that download during that rock bottom. I mean, that is literally a rock bottom point of life of what happened.
I
You
had
had
to
that
die.
download, helped you. Yeah, that's the bottom, right there. And dang, and you come back with all this clarity and start to put it together. Justin, I just want to honor you, man, because, and I hope
Yes.
you really internalize what I say next. And that's it. You talked a little bit about how You have so much to learn, right? And yet all of us in this life do. Like, I don't know a lot about oxygen, but I don't really need to. You know, I don't need to learn more about it just to use it and to be a great oxygen expert, right? I'm good with oxygen. I know how to use it. And so you've learned so many things and value pieces that everything you're kind of adding on kind of feels like icing on the cake. You stick to the virtues you've already got: love, patience, persistence, consistency, and reliability. Those are our five, by the way. Like, we look for people
Ooh.
with those, because if they have those, everything else will come.
I'm
Everything else
still
will get
building
figured out.
those. Still building them.
Dude, you crushed it with the LinkedIn thing, like doing that right after talking to Jennifer. You went in humbly and you were like, okay, I can align things further. Like, dude, that's championship level
I wasn't
vision.
there before. These are things I've been piling upon piling and working on this discipline habit over the past year.
I love it.
It's taken some time.
I love it. Can we get you back on the show in the future?
Hell yeah, brother. I mean, that would be
Woo!
lovely, sir.
We're gonna get this, absolutely. So, Vision Pros, you know what to do. In the top right corner, if you want to be an expert on this show and be a guest, you might be brand new with your vision, and you may be off to the races already, like Justin, like Elon Musk, and all the great visionaries out there. But if you're getting started, feel free to come and join us and share that vision, because you never know how many people you might help in this world. And we hope that this becomes a place where you share your vision for the first time. All you visionary veterans, come on too. I want to hear and see what you're up to, and we want to honor that and make sure to help this world. We got 8 billion people to help in this world, my friends. We'll see you all in the next episode of Vision Pros Live.
Thank you for being here today. I'm really happy that you tuned in to Vision Pros Live. I'm looking forward to seeing your reactions as these episodes continue to move forward. This is going to get more and more fun. We'll have more and more engagement as well. We'll invite people to participate in the show. And thank you for giving us your time and attention. Have an excellent time building out your vision and becoming a Vision Pro yourself.